Welcome to my plant room. Today I'm going to give you a tour of the room where I keep most of my plants. There are a few plants scattered here and there around the house, but I'm going to show you where most of my collection is. First, we're going to start over here by this beautiful blue plant shelf. My husband put this in a while ago and made some built-in cabinets to display our house plants. I'm going to try to go pretty fast because there's a lot of plants. So up here we have a monstera siltipata, I believe is what it's called. And then we have a crimson queen Hoya. Just have a variety of plants here. Here's a moisture meter that I use to water plants with so I can tell if it'll go to if they're dry or if they're wet. So you can kind of know how much water to give it. Up there, I have an Easter cactus. It's not in bloom right now, but it's beautiful. And then this right here is something that I propagated from a neighbor's plant. And I've actually been able to propagate my propagation, which is very exciting for me. This is a Birkin right here. They've sold these at H-E-B for like $5 recently, which is really a good price for those. Here's that shelf. This one right here, I nearly found its way in the trash, and then it started giving me a little bit of a new leaf. So I'm going to try to grow it out, and hopefully it'll turn into something beautiful again. This is an Epi and an Albo. It's growing up a wood pole right now, and it's doing great. It has a lot of new growth on it, and it's got a beautiful variegation to it. Here is the vitamins that I give my plants. It's Super Thrive. I put that in my watering can, and also water conditioner to help get the chlorine out of it. We've got a little ficus right here, rubber ficus, cute little syngonium. We've got that guy right there. I have no idea what it's called. Got that one at Sam's Club, but it's been doing great. So here is a look at that shelf as a whole. Got a little olive tree right here. It's kind of struggling, but we're going to keep going with it. So this is a shelf that my husband welded for me as part of this huge collection of shelving. The bottom and work your way up. Alocasia, it's in a cute self-watering pot and it absorbs through the terracotta. Alocasias really seem to like being in self-watering pots. They dry out and get really sad, but it does great in there. And this right here is a freckled Hoya. And I love this plant right here. It's a Florida Ghost. Leaf is nice and light, and then they taper down to a darker leaf. And here's the new baby leaf right here. This is another Hoya. It's supposed to get pretty purple flowers on it. And if you look closely to the variegation, you can see that there's a pretty purple variegation in it. And then we've got a peanuts cactus back there, and then a golden pothos. Moving up, we've got this pretty variegated spider plant, and then a little miniature terrarium, and it's starting to outgrow it. We've got another alocasia. This is a Friedrich alocasia. It's been putting out a lot of new leaves lately. It's also in one of the self-watering pots. These are from Walmart. These pots they're a great price and they're beautiful. Right here, I have a monstera aria cutting, and it's about ready to get potted up into a chunky soil mix. You can see right here, it's got a beautiful root system coming in on it. I've been putting lots of vitamins into the water, hoping I can get it nice and healthy before I pot it up, and then it can start growing. These have been on some of my previous videos, but I have tools right here that my husband welded for my terrariums. Let's peek into this terrarium. And then we've got a beautifully variegated Ring of Fire philodendron. I just have it in a little cover pot. But do you see all that pink in there? It's so gorgeous. Got one more terrarium right here. Some of the plants are trying to outgrow it. It's got a beautiful painted lady philodendron in there. And then we've got another alocasia and a mermaid tail cactus. All right, moving up, we've got this monkey tail cactus. We've got another ficus, a variegated one, and a little monstera. This is what I refer to as my plant ICU for plants that need high humidity, fresh propagations, things that are kind of struggling. So in there I have a lemon lime Miranda, and then I've got this burro's tail that fell apart. So I'm trying to get it back together, and I've thrown some burro's tail propagation in there. Got some syngonium, a stacked Albo, and another Birkin up there. And we've got a beautiful Shangri-La pothos right there. It's trailing and it propagates beautifully. We've got more Hoya, this really cool aloe with different colors in it. Can you see that? It's got beautiful coloring to it. And then I've got this little pilea right here, also known as a Chinese money plant. It's growing nicely. It was itty bitty when I got it. It's still pretty small, but it's growing nicely. This really cool pothos right here. It's beautiful. It's got some bright leaves and some darker leaves. I'm gonna flip you back around. I've got this beautiful medley of philodendrons in there. So there's a bunch of different varieties of philodendron in this one pot. And then I've got a beautiful snake plant up here. My husband made this beautiful ladder for me out of white oak. I've done another video about it before. That's so nice. I can climb up and see my collection. I can inspect my plants and water them. So I want to be climbing up the ladder to show you what I have hanging up high. So right here, I've got a Hoya. It's supposed to be a pink flowering Hoya. I cannot begin to pronounce the name of it, but it will flower pink and it's beautiful and it's trailing. Got another Hoya right here. It's giving me a lot of peduncles. I'm really hoping it'll flower soon. But again, it's another beautiful trailing Hoya. And then I've got this kind of wonky looking burrow's tail. It's really deep in the pot. I'm thinking about chopping it up and repotting it, but it's cool. Up here, I've got a golden pothos that I just repotted and it was severely root bound and it's spreading out beautifully. And then we've got bamboo up here. Coming down, this is one of my top favorite in my collection. All right, you see that? Do you see that beautiful variegation? This is a lava syngonium. It has lots of new growth and it's been propagating beautifully for me. And this is the plant that started my entire collection. It's the first houseplant I ever had. My neighbor gave it to me and we had a bet wondering who could keep it alive longest. And I'm happy to report that mine has stayed alive longest and it is beautiful and thick. And I have so many beautiful cuttings of it and I've made new plants. These itty bitty terrariums right here. And then over here we have another ring of fire. So the first ring of fire I had, I added some supports to it because it was getting pretty large and flopping. And down here is a shelf of all the propagations that I've potted up. I've gotten these various pots at thrift stores. Then I have a lot more in my greenhouse growing out right now. Moving this way, I've got this really cool Swiss cheese plant and it's quite tall and happy. And I've just got more varieties of pothos hanging up here. I've got this cute little bird, a little inch plant in it. This is a heartleaf philodendron. Okay, I'm gonna move this ladder over again. We've got another heartleaf philodendron right there. A little tiny micans, it's so cute. And then this is the first propagation I ever made from the first plant I ever had. Isn't that cute? Got a variety of hanging plants up here. This golden pothos, can you see how long it is? I'll have to get another shot of it. I thought it was dying and I up-potted it. It was severely root bound. So let that be your lesson to always up-pot your plants if you think they're dying, to check them out. We have that little guy back there. My husband says that it looks like lettuce. And then we've got a beautiful long trailing micans right here and a little nerve plant. And on the rest of the up high collection, we've got more snake plants too. See that little one right there? That's so funny looking to me. And then we've got a philodendron Brazil in that little picture right there, which was propagated from that really big, luscious philodendron Brazil. It's just a showstopper. It is beautiful. I'm going to move my ladder again out of the way. That way you can really get a good idea of how beautiful this neon pothos is. Do you see that? So beautiful. Okay, and then over here, got a few more things in the collection. This right here is a Cebu blue. Got a little oil lantern right there. And the Cebu blue is just trailing down this metal. It is so happy, and it's a really easy plant with lots of new growth points coming out. It's a really easy plant with lots of new growth points coming out of it. I've got this cute little Hoya that pot. I think that's precious. We've got more ZZ plant over here. Another variety of philodendron, I believe. And then down here, we've got this mixed pot. I think it's root bound. I need to separate it, but it's got a peace lily in it, a Florida Beauty, and then what is that other one? I'm not sure what this one is, but I need to separate. My next big to do is to separate those and pot them all separately. And then we've got this little silver sword right here. It's growing like crazy. You see the new leaf right there? It'll be unfurling soon. All right, I'm going to flip you around. The next thing we have is this beautiful rubber ficus right here. It tried to die, chopped it down, and it's grown back lovely. And then this right here is one of my top favorite plants. This is my monstera albo right here. It's got a white variegation to it. It is not a highly variegated albo, but it is beautiful. It's just got that nice white flecks in it. And it is going to be putting out a new leaf soon. If you can see that little bump right there, that will be a new leaf. I'm going to take pictures frequently to track the progress on it. This is the newest leaf that it put out. It is not completely hardened off yet, but it's got some beautiful variegation in it. And there's just a good shot of the albo. It gets lots of light there. And then we've got down here another spider plant that is not a variegated one. We've got some these colonche, I don't know how it's pronounced. And then another micans right here, which is propagated from my mother plant. This is another form of philodendron right here. And then this is a Thai constellation monstera. It's got its first little fenestration to it. I just recently potted this one up. When I bought it, it had root rot, which is unfortunate because I bought this back when they were really expensive. It was an itty bitty baby plant. It had root rot, so I cleaned off the roots and I put it in Leica for almost a year. I recently just potted it up. Can you see? Can you see how chunky the mix is? Oh, goodness. This is back. I got this one back when Costco had Thai constellations. And this is its newest leaf right here. It's looking like we're trying to start getting some double fenestrations on it. That variegation is beautiful. Sometimes the really white sections like that will get brown, they'll kind of melt off, and you can cut those off. But look at that double variegation in that leaf, or double fenestration. There's a lot of double fenestration in that leaf. And then the final part of my plant room tour is my propagation station, which my husband made for me. It holds 36 propagations at once. So I take cuttings of my plants and I pop them in here. And then I let them grow out, grow their roots, and I put them in a mix after. So this right here, and put them in a potting mix after. And then I move them to the greenhouse a little while, and then I'll move them back in. This right here is that syngonium, that pink lava syngonium, and look at those roots. That will soon be ready to go in soil. We've got some pretty roots on this guy right here. That's ready any day now. Anyways, that is a tour of my plant room. I hope you enjoyed seeing it and follow along for more videos.